Live from the Channel 4 studios in Boston, WBZ News at 6 starts now with breaking news.
Hundreds of nurses at St. Vincent Hospital are on strike over what they call dangerously low staffing levels. It is the first major hospital walkout since 2017. As WBZ's Paul Burton shows us, nurses say they're striking to fix problems that have lingered for years.
What do we want? Safe staffing. When do we want it? Now.
Loud voices stand in solidarity with one clear message.
Safe staffing! Safe staffing!
Instead of taking care of patients, nurses at St. Vincent Hospital in Worcester are taking to the streets. On Monday, hundreds of nurses went on strike to push back against what they're calling unsafe staffing conditions. Marlena Pellegrino has been a registered nurse for 34 years.
We're having a staffing crisis in that building where we have too few bedside nurses able to take care of our patients.
The nurses are represented by the Massachusetts Nurses Association. The union says in the last year alone, nurses have filed more than 600 complaints about staffing.
I've been at this hospital for 13 years as an emergency room nurse, and we've seen no increase in staffing in that time.
They say it's become so critical, it's jeopardizing the safety of patients.
People's lives are in danger every day.
St. Vincent's Hospital CEO Caroline Jackson.
It's very disappointing that they chose to walk out and go on strike today, given that we are still in the middle of a global pandemic. We feel the offer we have on the table for them is very fair and has appropriate staffing.
We're not going to go back into that building unless there is safe staffing in our contract.
Nurses say it's the last thing they want to do, but they're out of options.
I want to be at the bedside. I want to be with my patients.
Hospital CEO Caroline Jackson says not all nurses were on strike today. In fact, some did cross the picket line and did go to work. The hospital says they are willing to hear the nurses out, but they had to come to the table with a more reasonable proposal. In Worcester, I'm Paul Burton, WBZ News.